Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. It's patch 7.25. We got some new things added with this patch. New Beast Tribe, and we got a new Battleground-esque thing, kind of like Boja. Both the Beast Tribe video and then this video, which is going to be focusing on the Battleground itself. I can't remember what it's called. Both of those are going to be done as they come, or recorded as they come. So these videos might be, this video might be coming out probably a lot later than the time where at the time that I'm recording this. It's currently May 28th at the time of recording this first part, so we might be here for a while. So hey man, I'm excited to see what's coming up. You're Cessa, right? Just the woman I was after, as it happens. Old Ketan Rom asked me to tasked me to finding you. He says he's got a good proposition for you. Stay right there. I'll go fetch him. I'm excited to see what the new battleground type thing is. This is also linked to the relics. Bodies are calling on you like this, but I was hoping we could parley before you took leave of Thule. What's up? I'll cut right to the chase. I want you to on board for me final expedition. Before I get into the particulars, allow me to spin you a quick yarn. These days, my any ears instead worth their salt are bound for Tyrol will take the established route and skirt the southern Indigo Deep. But back when maps of the realm were nothing but blank parchment past Vilbrand, all we had was a lure of the horizon to guide us. Most of the available explorers weighed anchor and cut course due west, head straight for adventure. Alas, most were lost to the ways. Me crew and I reached Tyrol on account of us ranging northward and avoiding the same treacherous waters that claimed them. That stretch of the deep came to be known as the Shades Triangle. Really? Bermuda Triangle? Really? I had a notion to solve its mysteries on behalf of me fallen comrades, but after arriving on the shores, it was the land, not the sea, that promised adventures anew. Once I'd settled here and disbanded the expedition, I never did get the opportunity. But then I crossed paths with a certain realm-renowned adventurer and began to wonder. Something told me that your help I'd finally shed light on the mystery of those accursed waters. So how about it? You join this old explorer on one final jaunt? It'd be my honor. Well, what about your duties at the palace, though? You gonna strict those off? I know I can count on you. Truth be told, even before Gulal Jaja asked me to watch over Kona and Uklama, I feared I'd never sail again. Any road, I sensed the pair were wise to me worrying, so I laid it all bare. And you say the mystery of the Shades Triangle has haunted you since? The region in which you speak of is an impediment to trade with foreign nations. Any effort to unravel its secrets would ultimately benefit Thule. Sounds like it would be the best last chance you get, especially if you're hoping to get Cecil involved. Besides, Papa would turn his grave if we barred his old friend from one last final voyage. I say, follow your heart, Tonqua. I'm sure you'll be wanting more details, but I'd like to set sail sooner than later. Let's reconvene once we put up a few moms between us and the harbor. The ship is waiting. Had her sent over from Limsa especially. When you're ready, speak with Ofgin while we're on the pier. Alright, man. What are we working with here? Alright, I'm all ready to go. I'm navigated by trade. They say Shades Triangle's racked with storms year round, but a closer look at the charts will tell you they ain't exactly true. For a brief season, the skies and clear and the seas calm, hence why the old explorer is eager to weigh anchor. What's the matter? Don't tell me you're wary of clambering onto this old rowboat. We're not rowing over to Shades Triangle. Our vessel's waiting out beyond the shallows. Anyway, when you're ready and prepared to go, just say the word. I'm all set to go, man. Don't know whether to respect your mantle or question your sanity, but welcome aboard Shade's Triangle, here we come. Seagulls! Plain sailing thus far, might be time to talk about our destination. Shade's Triangle is churning in the midst of storms, so every time a vessel goes missing in the region, most bluntly treacherous conditions. But hear this, there are records of the last ships seeking to chart these waters, and the message they relate to the escort is passing strange. Conditions fair, crescent-shaped isles sighted in the vicinity, potential safe haven during storms, attempting to make landfall. They never did make it to port despite the calm seas. Folks have taken the colony island the occult crescent ever since. They say it's not but a shifting mirage that claims the lives of all who sight it. Everyone on board knows the risk involved in a voyage like this, but there ain't nothing like the thrill of the unknown to trump good sense. Aye, the whiff of mystery and the promise of new discovery is hard to resist. You're right in thinking the same applies to you, adventurer. No could go wrong. Anyway, why don't we get acquainted with the rest of the crew? I'll be here checking the charts. Once you got the good measure of the folks risking their hides along with you, come and find me. What could go wrong? Everything. My grandpa once set on sail with Ket and Rom. He was right there with them when they first made landfall in Tyrol. But it wasn't Tyrol they were aiming for. They left Eorzea westward bound for Hingashi. They didn't count on a great big continent line between them and their destination. Once they were ashore, they soon forgot all about the Far East. Eventually, my grandfather settled, and here I am 3 generations later. By all accounts, journeying with Ket and Rom is life-changing. I mean that in the best way possible, the best way sense, of course. Man. This ain't some foolhardy treasure hunt. No, Solid Isle's secrets will be worth more than glittering trinkets. And if we could open up sea passage to the island, there's potential to establish a permanent landing. Just imagine the boon to foreign trade that would bring. All of which to say, there is more to stake to here than lining our pockets. That's certainly true. There's no telling what awaits us in the island, which is why we've enlisted the help of experts and artisans to supplement our crew. There's one fellow we're all wishing we'd steer clear of, though. At the right port, I caught the craze full trying to launch one of the lifeboats. We managed to lock him in the hull, but the withdrawal said about drinking all the rum in sight. In the end, we tied him up and stuffed in one of the barrels he drained dry. Good God. Is it this barrel that he's stuffed in? Alright. Hey, man. This ain't me first trip to these waters. I've sailed close to the Shade's Triangle to survey the weather many a time. Only on the clearest days, when the sea is flat as glass, do you get a glimpse of the isle. It looks unremarkable from a distance, but that's exactly what the poor bastards who went missing must have thought. And never did pluck up the courage to take a closer look, curious as I was. But when I heard Ket and Rom was leading an expedition to the heart of the Triangle, I signed right up. Don't get me wrong, I've still got reservations, but when I think of whatever is waiting for us in those waters, it's the excitement that wins out. The thrill of adventure! Looks like you had a good chat with the crew. That's the thing with seafaring, and a close-knit crew is indispensable out on the open sea. I know there's talk about me feats in reaching Tyrol, but in truth I couldn't have done it without my fellow explorers. Wherever the wind might take us, I consider it my duty to get us all there back in one piece. Right, we'll be entering Shade's Triangle any moment now. Look sharp. Okay. Land ho! Hold steady. We sail straight for her. Aye, aye. What's that blasted island? We just had it in our sights. Land spotted off the starboard stern. What? Don't tell me you careened right past it. Get this Hulk turned around. Don't take your eyes off it. On the side of the damn thing again. Shit, the mirage was right on the money. The island itself was moving, the waves be surging right over the bulwark. This is no natural phenomenon. Something's messing with our perception. Oh. You deserved, heed my call. Oh. Deserve or not, onwards we sail. Who are you talking to? Strange voice, you say? I didn't hear a thing. What in the... I've lost control of the rudder. Something's reeling us in. Gods. We're drifting. Couldn't be the island, could it? Oh, here comes the fog. Whoa. How's the hull looking? No obvious damage, but the ship struck fast. Almost as if we've dropped anchor. Perfectly docked and without a single scratch. There ain't a helmsman alive who could have managed that. I fear she'll end up like that if you try and shift her. I reckon we were brought here by some sort of arcane trickery. Trapped too, most likely. Magic right into our destination. Quite the stroke of luck, if you ask me. Well, there's nothing for it but to get this expedition underway. Alright, what do we got here? That voice you heard on the ship. I'm starting to wonder whether that wasn't some kind of summons. I'm glad to have you with us, regardless. As to the isle itself, I'd assume it was uninhabited. Certainly wasn't expecting to come across this phantom village. Like as not, there's some sort of ward encompassing the island to keep us here. That said, there's a chance the ethereal currents could circumvent the ward, assuming you can tap into one. Might be worth a try if adventure calls you elsewhere. Anyway, it's as much as I'd like to gather the crew and get stuck right in. We'd better secure the perimeter first. Oh, and I thought I'd give you a journal to jot down your findings along the way. Thanks, man. Figure there's more than a few folks out there who'd appreciate a record of your exploits here. Fill those pages and give them something to sink their teeth into. Alright. Got it. The cult record is unlocked. Collection is expanded! Okay. What's it got? Odd, not a single soul about. No use pondering though. We better take a look around the village, walk around while Ofgin stands guard. As long as the ship's safe, so are all the provisions on board. And that means one less worry while we're getting our bearings. Let me know if you find anything of interest. Alright. What do we have around here? I can't mount up! Alright, what do we got around here? Survey point? Oh, shit. Okay. Two shipwrecks are visible in the eerie Steel Bay, no doubt once crewed by brave sailors seeking the inner reaches of Shade's Triangle. Judging from their orientation, their vessel must have sunk while attempting to leave the island. There's no telling whether the souls on board were also lost to the waves. Could they just swam back to the shore? I mean, they're not that far from the shore. Like, what the fuck? The foliage choking the building and the overall state of decay suggests it has been abandoned for some time, left to the mercy of the elements. Okay. Likely carved by skilled hands, this ether-infused stone exudes a faint glow. It's unclear whether the stone emits not naturally or for some internal mechanisms causing illumination. You've finished your investigating area. Alright. I'm guessing you're no close to solving the island's mystery either. Looking at these structures that say the settlement's ancient. The original inhabitants may be long gone, but I was half hoping to find a few survivors from the wrecks from that at the very least. Anyhow, this building in particular took me interest. I managed to force the lock. I don't think you have to worry. I don't think you. Yeah. I don't want you to think I make a habit of breaking locks in general, skullduggery, other than when strictly necessary, of course. Let's take a look inside, shall we? Okay. It's dark. Oh, well, not this music's never good. Huh, good. This is comforting. Rat! It's a sarcophagus, do you reckon? I wouldn't get too close if I were you. I sense arcane trickery afoot. These cannons aren't being kept alive by natural means. That's for damn sure. Just as I thought. Experience tells me a war like this will have us jump through the hoops to dispel it. Nope. Only ye deserve may lay claim. Let me see what I can do. Let me work my magic. Not sure which is more confounding mystery. Your magic touch or this godforsaken rock we're standing on? Ugh. The mummy's curse! Oh, God. Ugh. Oh god. Oh, it's a Tonberry! Why am I not surprised? A Tonberry? Ah, thoroughly fresh and raring to go. Who might you two be? Wasn't expecting the Tom and Tongue. You take me more some benighted fool? But perhaps supposition would give my current form. You stand before the archive, the very definition of erudition. Now hurry up and introduce yourselves. all the tense atmosphere is gone. Oh, Cecil, is it? Those keen, searching eyes of yours. Clearly you have an inquisitive mind like no other. Save my own, that is. I'm Ket and Rom, an explorer hailing from Limsa Lamensa. We're on an expedition backed by the nation of Thule. What now? Thule? I've reached each of the 12 city-states and learned all there is to know about the peoples or cultures, but those names ring unfamiliar. To think of if a whole nation would elude me. Tell me, when exactly was this Thule founded? The 7th Astral Era? I moved to the island to avoid spreading the affliction that left me as you see, and promptly fell into a deep slumber. Oh, I remember that affliction. They talked about that in the Scholars quest line. I remember that. That one fucking dungeon. I can't remember the dungeon's name. I remember that. Memory serves, such a plague swept the realm at the end of the 5th Astral Era. But that'd mean you've been asleep for more than 1,500 years. That would explain why I feel so well rested. Now that I'm awake, I should very much like to see what has become of the Isle. I remember that. Shit. God damn. Blast from the past. And the water's still crystal clear. Certainly don't recall the memory of the memorial fountain being so begrimed with algae. Perhaps you do speak the truth. Thus the strange ether I sense pervading the island. Could it be a ward of sorts? Its noggin's still foggy after eons long slumber. There was a time when I knew all kinds of things. The name of every battle, the weight of all the riches in the world, the eons. I was a wise old man, gushing font of knowledge. Say, I could be a real boon for your expedition once I get to speed. I shall join you in your endeavors. Let's venture forth in this mysterious isle. Perhaps in the course of our adventure, your memories will come flooding back. Seeing as there's nothing in this summon out to kill us, I think it's time to get the crew ashore and earn their keep. I'll be right back. Hopefully we can learn more about this isle from our newfound co-conspirator. Okay, you do that, man. Hey. Would you care to elaborate upon what brought you here? So the isle lies in the heart of the Shades Triangle, and many a ship has gone missing in these waters. You mentioned the wrecks out in the bay. It's not unreasonable to think some of the sailors would have made it ashore. Why did no one try to wake me? They probably took one look at you and sealed the sarcophagus back up. The door to your chamber was tightly barred. But your burly companion was able to force the lock. I dare say younger, swarthier sailors would have less trouble getting that locked door open. Probably took one look and sealed you away. A ridiculous notion. I might be old, but I'm swift and sprightly. I'd have been up and about in a flash if they'd so much as shifted the coffin lid. Well, I got nothing to tell you. You mean to imply that someone summoned you here? Clearly it wasn't me. I've been sound asleep for the last millennia, give or take. What a tantalizing conundrum! We simply must go to the bottom of this. Hey, it's a scholar fairy. Is it knowledge you seek? What the manner of creature is this? A familiar, methinks. Looks like one of the fairies employed by Nimuan scholars of Eld. Was it you who summoned her? Me? Preposterous! I would have summoned something more statuesque. How rude! My name's Iris, and I say it wasn't called forth by a wise and little wretch like you. Huh. Wizened? You mean wise, you petulant little whelp? Honestly, how would ever summon a companion that's so lacking in manners? I know exactly what I meant, and you, sir, are lacking wisdom. A seal has been placed upon your worldly knowledge, thus preventing its use. You can only speak of that which the scaly individual here has seen and learned firsthand. Is that so? Well, that explains why I can't muster the faintest note of magic. I tried to heal myself earlier to no avail. Centuries of sleep in that cold stone slab really took its toll on my lower back. Enough of you and your aching bones. Iris, where's your master? Let me try a different tact. Why were we summoned here? I don't know. Ha! Looks like someone else had their knowledge sealed away. If I'm wise and lacking wisdom, then you're not but an unfamiliar. I'll tell you one thing, that berry was steeped in the same ether permeating the island. As I surmise, this is a strange war covering the island in its entirety. No doubt those ships in the bay are continent's pole. Well, wards can't just cast themselves. I mean, someone's responsible for those poor souls who perish in Shade's Triangle. Methinks our focus ought to be finding out what we can about this individual. And let's not forget that strange voice you keep hearing. For all we know, it could be connected in some way. Right, let's go speak with Jeffrey over yonder. He ought to have word on progress at the base camp. Alright, I thought this was base camp. Why don't you make this your base camp? You got a whole damn village. Why you got shelter? Oh, whatever. You'll be pleased to hear the preparations are well underway. I sent the advanced party to scout ahead while the ship's being unloaded. They've already found an ideal spot to stage forays in the island's southern reaches and are setting up camp as we speak. When you're ready to head out, just say the word. And once you're out in the field, you have to speak with Ket Rom to decide how to proceed. Support crew will be stationed here in town. Be sure to avail yourself of the services if you're in need. And if you're after a weaponsmith, word is we hired a truly remarkable craftsman for the expedition. Judging by his reputation, he'll soon have your weapons honed to deadly perfection. We all know who that is! The smithy will be set up over yonder. Do drop by if you're interested. Well, that's all from me. Give me a shout when you're ready to make for the encampment. Hey. Cult a Crescent's South Horn has been unlocked! What is this? disciples, blah blah blah. Link to cell 70. Players may change their different jobs, sufficient of level while in duty. It's such a different leveling system. Yep, figured. It's kind of knowledge level. It's called knowledge level. So, okay. Makes it calls. So I believe this is like with Boja, where you level up through fates and such, right? Hey, there we go. Everyone's here. All right, and since this is part of the, so over here, this is where you get your relic weapons. This man. But when it comes to the relic weapons, I'm not all that too concerned about the relic weapon story. So, because this video is only focused solely on the expeditions. All right, let's go. Let's see what we're working at here. Ooh, bubbles in the air. Check this place out. All right. Yep, it's definitely Boja. Got the same like HUD and everything. We also so this thing has phantom jobs, so you can have a bunch of different jobs in here too, which is interesting. All right. You'd be hard pressed to find a better location to stage an expedition than this. With any luck, there'll be a few more dotted around the isle to reveal ourselves. Make sure you tune to this one before you leave camp. Speaking of leaving, our advance party scouted the area and brought back a few bits and bobs of interest. The archive was appraised in the cache, he said, but he seemed scarpered off and started off poking around that heap of rubble. We better see what he's up to. Alright. Hey, nice. A survey point. Sweet. Hey, man. There you are. I've got something crystalline to show you. Aha, just as I thought. Because you laid eyes on that crystal, I was able to tap into my wealth of learning on the topic. The sealed knowledge business is awfully frustrating, I must say. What I handed you was a soul shard from the 5th Astral Era. Contained within is a phantasmal record of arcane arts and combat disciplines pioneered by the 12 city-states of Eld. I'm sure the methods of modern combatants employ are far more refined than those of my day. Nevertheless, you may benefit from learning the old ways of waging war. Under normal circumstances, I'd find myself a soul shard and fight alongside you, but I can't access what's inside. Thwarted again by the seal that diminutive little scallywag spoke of. Given that you were summoned here especially, I dare say you'll have no trouble using it, however. Go on, try fixing it to your garb. Alright. Phantom jobs unlocked! Soul shard possession gives you access to 3 phantom jobs, the knight, monk, and bard. These supplementary jobs can be selected with the phantom job window while on the occult crescents. Seeking the phantom job enables their use of job-specific phantom actions. Phantom actions display the phantom... Okay. Much like a phantom action being assigned to the hotbar, you're currently a phantom freelancer. Select your phantom job from the window to proceed with the expedition. Speak with the expedition advisor here on the base camp or Jeffrey in the village to learn more about the okay. I don't need to do that. I'll figure it out on my own. Alright. What do we have here? Yeah. So... Oh, God. God, I have to have a whole new hotbar for these? Seriously? Okay. So this is probably tank stand. This is the tank one, obviously. That's... Well... Obviously the tank's the knight, obviously, duh. What am I talking about? 1%? What the fuck? Okay. Phantom kick. I'll just take that for now. God, you got a low beach in one. Holy shit. Oh, okay, it's that hotbar. Okay, good. Excellent. It would seem you've managed to interface with the Soul Shard. There is one caveat. I believe it'll only work within the confines of the island's ward. Nonetheless, as you accumulate more knowledge, you'll soon be able to draw on more potent techniques. What's more, I don't think that's the only Soul Shard on the island. I'm positive you acquire more others through your travels. The more you possess, the greater the array of knowledge, ancient techniques you'll have at your fingertips. I shan't keep waiting for your excursions any longer, though you better speak to that imposing lass over there before you depart. Okay. Alright. So that is the critical event, I'm assuming. That's just a normal fate. These walls have seen better days, but they're solid enough. As long as we secure the entrances, the camp will be safe while you're at roaming the isle. The Romans all go out and good, but we'll need a firm plan of action if we're to make any headway. Before we leave, let's consider our approach. Alright. So what's our approach? Hey, man. Seems to me the more we learn about this island, the further we get about from unraveling its secrets. There's this voice you can hear, the isle-wide ward, sealing the archive's knowledge, that fairy familiar and her master, not to mention that finding a settlement on such a remote island is passing strange to begin with. Before we begin to satisfy our curiosity, we have more pressing concern to address. What's that? Safety! We crew are peerless, yourself included. I've seen negligence and lack of preparation lay low among the finest explorers, which is why I intend to thoroughly appraise the threats lurking beyond these walls. As our resident freelancer extraordinaire, I want you to fell 3 different species of fiends, share your finds from each encounter. Alright, that'd be easy. Provide me with any information you gather. The more you see and share, the more we chip away the blasted seal. That seems easy enough. Alright. Oh god, it's bulky. Okay. God damn. This thing's got fucking bulk to him. God damn. He got some fucking bulk to him. Shit. I'm assuming I got a standard mount speed. Looks to be. Which means... I wonder if I can bypass it with this. Well. Death for the time being. I run out to deal with more than one guy. Alright. Should probably do that. Damn. Shit. Good lord. Alright. Pretty standard stuff around here. At least these guys don't chase you halfway across the fucking map. You get 10 XP off these guys? Good lord. I don't want two of them. Alright, I sure don't need fucking to these assholes. Ooh, the treasure coffer. That shit all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they chase you across the enemies chase you across the map both in Eureka and in Boja. So it's good they don't chase you across the map here. Dispatch those fiends? I did. You encountered a whole horde gorilla? It's rare indeed to see such a notorious and terrestrial creatures band together. And after regional adaptation? Let's see, you also vanquished a flying lizard and a bandersnatch. The former role being known for their treetop nests, and the latter often prowling the mountainous regions in search of prey. None no naturalists, but they don't sound like species you normally find on an island such as this. I suppose someone could have transferred them here, but why go with all that trouble? I can answer that, or at least I could, or not for that vexatious seal. In other words, we'll be relying on Cecil to document what she finds in her travels. Honestly, I'm starting to think Iris wasn't far off with the mark about you. Roam far and wide, Cecil. Help me unseal my vast reserves of memory, of knowledge, and thus prove this lumbering clod wrong. Oh boy. What the local fauna survey suggests we now seek signs of former habitation. There are plenty of structures besides the settlement you found in Minion. To start, I want you to visit the ruins visible due south of the encampment and examine their architectural motifs. Look forward to hearing your account. Okay. In order to take the subsequent quest, you must have taken relevant entries in the account. What? Okay, so I gotta go to the tree line south of camp. Oh god, they didn't even tell you. So you gotta go down there, I guess? Or over there? I don't fucking know. Regardless, I need to level. So okay. What's this? Oh. Okay. Regardless, I need to level. So, I'm probably gonna fumble around here, fill out the map, do the nonsense that we have to do, the next quest, and when I can do the next quest, I will be back, and I'll have them all in their own subsequent videos, since this one is like the introduction of all. So going forward, all of the main quests will be on one big video. So I'm wrapping it up here. I got things to do, things to explore. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.